Rise and grind, gamers. It's me. Clips, I'm back. Gonna finish House of Ashes tonight. Hopefully. There's not much left for this game. I love the story of this game. Not too much of action, but otherwise enjoyable. Interactive movie, basically. With the story I can dig. Like about ancient aliens, eh? Let's fucking do it. I'm gonna blow up the fucking xenopods. So many of them, the fucking vampires.
I can't make it out. What are all these machines?
Fucking music instruments.
There's one ahead of him. There's left.
Fuck.
Nick, the cocoons are hatching ahead of you. You gotta move fast.
Fuckity fuck.
First dynamite is down. Over.
Fuckity fuck.
Which way? Left or right?
Acadian is back. Ah, there I smell the blood. Shit. Survive, bro. Don't make a noise. Don't move a muscle. Good. Hey, Cosmo. Welcome back. Be silent. Don't make a noise, Cosmo. Don't let them hear you. They hunt on sound. They have echo location, like bats use.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, indeed.
There, brother. Why don't you ditch the rest of those charges and head back?
Look at that, man. It's the mother lode.
It's too far.
Yeah, indeed it does. Retreat, advance, bro.
I'm going for it.
Fuck Nick. Let him die. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully he doesn't die. Fingers crossed.
This is way too easy.
Oh,
Too many of them.
What is it?
That ain't good.
there are too many.
That's what he's doing, yes. Setting up a bomb. Jeez, so many vampire aliens, man.
Wait! What will warning him do now? There is no way out.
Hey, how's it looking up there?
Like shit.
You know he won't make it. Let him finish his work.
I had such a long day at work today. Finally can enjoy some video gaming.
He won't even feel it when it comes.
Your scenario might have been different than mine.
Good to hear. Placing charges now.
I don't know how massively it differs from the choices. Like it gets radically different. I don't know. Depending from the choices you make. Shh. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Poo poo. Poo. Good. Very good. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. You remember this? Just don't remember the choice I made. But everyone survived. For me, Rachel died already, so she's dead. She got shot in the head. And Joy died as well.
Charges in place.
Rachel and Joy and another woman died from infection. Creepy undead Acadian. Rip Ashley indeed. No, Ashley, yeah. Other woman was Ashley, okay, yeah. Can't remember all the names. Just one moment, I need to grab charging cable for the controller. Ashley Tisdale. That's the one. Oh, that's the real name for the actress. The likeness was taken off from. In the game, she's Rachel. That's right. I wouldn't know anything but High School Musical. I don't watch musicals. Good. Fuck them to the hell and never come back. Boom. I'm the fifth horseman of Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Let them burn. Good. Let it burn, baby. Let it burn. Shitty Batmans.
Does anyone copy?
Is it Nick?
Love you too.
Nick, confirm your position.
I'm 200 meters from the door. Bearing 320. But I'm injured. I need help.
Fucking Acadian. How he has not turned completely. Why he's kept human-like all this time. No, don't.
Hang tight, Sergeant. We're on our way.
Piece off. Fuck the fuck off. You undead son of a bitch.
Sorry, partner. Can't you get it?
Hey, are you with me?
She can go down in 24 hours.
Nick, I need you here.
Yay. Indeed it does. It's gorgeous.
I got you.
Move out!
Me?
Where the fuck is Celine?
These charges were a
No, you shouldn't have.
Feels like this whole
Stop it.
damn place is coming down. Salim, he's still alive. Salim, come in, man. Are you there?
Oh, is Salim still alive, huh?
I am surrounded. I'm in real trouble here. Vampires.
So where is your Allah now?
What's there to think about? We go back down there. We die with them.
He's a dead man. We need to go.
Don't leave him behind.
That man is not one of us.
You're wrong. Salim is one of us now. Marines don't leave their own behind.
Have
Hear
they?
me, Salim?
Have they?
I got to make it out. Tell my son.
That's what I do.
Tell him yourself. I'm coming to get you.
Yeah. Have they? I do like a little bit of multiplayer games, just not a massive fan. Mainly single player games. Fuck.
Jason!
Help me. Yes. This wasn't a premonition. Nice. Very nice.
Seriously, just throw that thing at me.
I did.
Got trophy. Salim killed 5 creatures with this spear.
Let's get out of here.
I haven't played Friday 13 or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. None of them haven't played. I have played The Evil Dead, the game, which is online multiplayer game. Another trophy. Jason went back with Salim. They both made it to the elevator.
Takes and a few bats to kill you.
Yeah, Nix is alive
Oh
too.
man, that was unfucking believable. Those things were all over us. Me and Salim busted
Yeah,
through
it
them
was
like
kind of
the
meh.
last down of the goddamn Super
Played
Bowl.
maybe 1 or 2 hours. Could have been a single player game.
Listen up. I'm not out of the woods yet. What I see in front of me, you're the best. Fuck that. Best of the best. We will get home. Hoorah!
Hoorah! Hoorah! One of us, one of us. Salim's gonna join the US Marines now. That would be awesome. Did one stream. Done more streams with Friday in Texas. Oh, I should check those games out. I never played them, so I might like it. Well, I might like them.
Oh, fine. I'm right behind you.
You see some?
That server shutting down this soon for a relatively recent game. That's fucked. There's so many old games that servers being kept on, but also that's another reason I don't like online games. Once the servers go dark, the game goes dark. 7 years is nothing.
We can get out.
Peanuts.
The climb.
Is it the end now? Or is there gonna be plot twist or cliffhanger or something? Finally made it out alive. Oh, okay. Finally made it out of this hellhole.
You still with me, buddy?
That I did. Hoorah.
We got two alive. Very fucking ready to go home, Marines here.
Dropkick to Coyote 2. Radio check. Over.
Rhino 1-5, solid copy. We're 5 minutes from your position. Where the hell have you guys been? Over.
We got back up again.
Grab some.
Beat the enemy.
Look around you.
Close
You think those
survivors.
shepherds are still around here? I could use a cold one.
Man, look at this place. We made a mess of it.
Still longer stream than part 2 was, that 14 minutes. Oh fuck, solar eclipse.
You got to be kidding me.
It's not the end. Fuck. shit.
Get it out!
Seal the exits! We hold them here!
Always ready. Except when I'm not.
When's the sun back?
6 minutes, Max. We just need to hold out.
This is way too long!
I can't rush the damn moon. We're breaking inside.
I wasn't expecting.
Push those motherfuckers back to hell! Too many of them!
Shit. It's my last clip.
Fuck, what we gotta do?
Where's the ammo? These are fucking clear.
Light them. We can hold them off.
Intense. Love the design of these vampires. Fuck off. In the back stance. That's all back to hell. Fuck, missed it. I need sun's coming back on. Oh yeah. None that survive. Burn, cunts, burn. That was 6 minutes from dusk till dawn. Hopefully this is the real end now.
1-4. Do you have eyes on the friendlies? There. It's the assault team.
But they've been beaten now. How they're not infected? Thought I did. Cunts. Bad cunts.
Clear!
Your top movie of all time, From Dusk Till Dawn. So it's a nice movie. So the vampire designs were so fucking cool. The facial expressions and vampires and From Dusk Till Dawn.
We've got 4 survivors. One of them's a PW.
One guy in the bar even had a gun for a hawk. Oh well. So your favorite vampire film, okay. Interview with the Vampire is also nice. Vampire movie. Saw it quite recently. Couple months ago. In cinema they were making a rerun of it. Blade is fucking cool. Can't wait for the new Blade movie to come out. It's been having troubles with making it.
And fell who fell. Not bad. You guided some of your charges to the light, while others have fallen to the dark. Survival often comes at a great cost. A cost that others sometimes must pay.
Hope my chewing is not too loud.
I look forward to our next encounter. Perhaps I'll choose a story that's a little more homely next time. Somewhere you'll be guaranteed of a decent night's sleep. Rest assured, wherever it is, you'll find it extremely hard to leave. Until the next time.
Until the
You know
next
the way
time.
out.
Get the hell out of here. I only wish this game had more action available. That would be more awesome.
You're late, and you look like shit.
I just got off the red eye. What's your excuse?
They're gonna unearth those
Shit
vampires
movie,
still.
Shit meal, no leg room.
They cram me in the back?
I bet the vampires are gonna jump them.
Nice.
Coffee wasn't so bad, though. That fucking muffins
Did you read the brief?
on the flight. How's it going with the analysis team?
Yeah,
I know the one you mean, Nicolas Cage being Dracula.
just had to scrape
That was that was funny movie.
Poor bastards. And the entities?
I can't remember the name either. They
Cool check, Jason.
the fucking idiots. They took the fucking idiots. They're going into the shit again. Don't do it.
Now, how many times do I have to keep telling you the same damn story?
I understand. However, SETCOM needs to iron out any irregularities.
Such as?
Renfield, yes, that's the one.
Such as why you allied with an enemy combatant?
You weren't fucking there! Those things were ripping us to shreds. I don't give a damn who it was. We needed all the help we could get. I stepped back into that hell to save Celine. That man was worth 5 of you people. Semper fucking 5!
And Rachel King?
Dead.
You really want the gory detail?
I want all the details.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go down there yourself and have a look-see? Then we can talk. If you make it out alive.
He's infected. He's gonna turn.
Lieutenant Kolchak?
He's gonna turn.
That's a nasty cough.
His biopsy results just came back in. The future's not looking so rosy for a war hero.
How long have you got?
Hopefully enough time for the experiments.
So they cooperated with an Iraqi soldier down there?
Republican Guard, if you can believe it. Must have made a hell of an impression for Kolchak to go back for him.
I'm dying to meet this guy.
I am not answering any more questions until I see my son.
That's not how we do things around here.
You don't have a clue. Jason came back for me. What does that tell you? Down there, this damn war of yours was over.
I'd like to talk more about the entities.
The vampires.
I'm finding it very hard to believe that you killed those things with that.
Fucking check for blood, you stupid.
And I'll show you how I did it.
Check that spear for blood, you idiots.
The analysis team are still pulling specimens from the site. It's carnage down there.
They used dynamite?
We don't know how they got their hands on it.
No, I'm done. I told you already. It was a city, a goddamn city full of those things. There were cocoons down there. Fucking thousands of them.
How many organisms were still alive down there?
Too many.
Don't they have cameras on them? Like,
They're fucking burned.
Didn't they film anything?
This is like Winterfold all over again.
Uh-huh. Ah, and here we have Colonel Eric King, our in-house genius. He definitely got more than he bargained for.
Everything you know about biology just went up in smoke. These things, they're advanced. They're stronger than us, more intelligent than us. If you want to get ahead of this, you need to start taking me seriously.
None of us doubt the severity of the situation, Colonel. After all, most of your team didn't make it back alive.
And I'll have to live with that.
Let's move on to Korea.
She was infected.
How did she?
Comrades had no choice but to...
How did they get her out?
Extracted.
You read her profile.
Yeah. Could have gone far. If this hadn't happened.
How did they pull Rachel out?
Janet's making hot pie. You bet your ass we're on.
They left her behind. So.
I'll never get used to this town.
Why would you want to?
At least this one was localized.
A small blessing.
Still, what do you make of it all?
Doesn't matter what I think. Only thing that matters is controlling the flow of information. As far as the world knows, not a damn thing happened here.
Motherfuckers. Fucking yeah, heavy metal. Thanks, Cosmo. I don't know really what would be next. Haven't thought about it. I don't recognize this band. I am fine. Sounds familiar, but it's not Haybreed, isn't it?
You want to know what it means to be a killer? Think of the most profound thing you've ever done. The most beautiful thing you've ever created. And I promise you, it's nothing compared to watching the life bleed out of someone. To see the fear in their eyes. To feel them pawing at you for release.
Teasing what's next.
Begging. That's true art. That's what you have to be. An artist. I've left my mark on the
I will play it eventually. I have them available on PlayStation Plus. Just don't want to play another cinematic game or one after another. After the next game I finish, maybe. There's also how to play Little Hope. I played Man of Medan, but I didn't stream it when I first played it. Completed the solo story, trophy unlocked. How? I'm not connected to PlayStation Network. Spooky Spooktober will be with Silent Hill 2. Was hoping it would be released, would have been released last year for Halloween, but it wasn't this Halloween. There's bonus features, isn't it?
When the queen bitch finds out about this, she's gonna flip her shit.
Rachel and I, we know each other.
Sir?
The queen bitch you're referring to is his wife. Nice work, Hotshot.
Ashley Tisdale, welcome. Now, Ashley plays Rachel in Supermassive Games' Dark Pictures Anthology's House of Ashes. All right, Ashley, what can you tell me about your character?
My character, Rachel, is a CIA operative.
Beautiful woman.
And it is taken place in 2003 in the Gulf War. And she is on a mission to find chemical weapons. So she's pretty badass.
Wow. This is your first time doing a video game.
This is my first time, yeah.
Wow. So how does that process compare to maybe the stuff that you've done, on camera before?
I think that it's just very obviously a different approach to it. I do a lot of voiceover for animation series, so I would say it's more in line with that because you're in a studio all day and it's like you and the script and then also like some of the other characters, but it's just like kind of going through it really fast versus, one scene on a TV show or a movie could take like an hour to 2 hours. So you're constantly going through it. It's a really long process, but it's cool. It's different. You're wearing like heavy machinery on your head and it's like getting all of your facial expressions. So it's pretty crazy.
You're going to just be like completely like so muscular by the time you're done. Your neck will be
pretty crazy to get really
strongest neck ever now.
Yeah.
And
get
how do you
paid
prepare
really well
for something like that? Then I feel like the script, it's not maybe necessarily you're preparing for particular scenes. Everything is so varied. How do you really kind of get ready for it?
I pretty much, obviously read the script beforehand, but I don't spend a lot of time on it like I would another script, like either with a movie or a TV, because it's the same thing of how I approach animations, is that I know when I'm here, I'm going to be with the director and they're going to have me do it like multiple different ways because there is multiple different directions the character can go. So if I were to fully prepare, I would maybe like put myself in this like, well, it's got to be this way, and I want to feel free to like be able to have them say, do it more sympathetic and do it more angry. And so I kind of don't fully prepare. I just know who the character is, and as long as I know the intention of what I'm saying, then I'm good.
What is it?
The guy who served me, I don't know. He was looking at me pretty strange.
Yeah. Probably doesn't get to see a woman like you around these parts very often, especially one that showered.
But with any series or film, it's just that one linear path for your character.
Yeah.
And with this, you have the option of
There's
living out
many
the
different arcs.
Yeah, how do you kind of keep it all straight or keep a, a continuity with your character through all that?
Honestly, I don't even remember half of it. I think
I
it's
wouldn't
just
remember
obviously
either.
relying on the director. And the guys at Supermassive, they're just really great at knowing where we are in the storyline. And so it's just heavily trusting them. And then, just kind of knowing, that it's just going to go. I can't, there's just so many different areas that it can go. And I could die in one of the things, and I could become a vampire. I can, live. It's just it's so crazy how opposite.
Spoilers.
It's got to be interesting too to think that someone's gonna play you in a game, and then maybe you'll die, or you'll live, or you'll the people will be in control of your future.
I know. I think it's gonna be really crazy just seeing my face on the character. That's gonna be so wild. It's so crazy how far video games have come. It's so much more cinematic and like the movies that it's pretty wild. It's beautiful to watch, but it's gonna be crazy.
Now, I guess we have a couple rapid-fire questions that I'd like to hit you with as well. Okay, ready for this?
Ready.
So bitten by a vampire or buried alive?
Oof. Yeah, bitten by a vampire.
Oh, really?
Well, then you get to live forever, so,
That is true. Okay, I never thought of that element of it. Things that you've shot so far, do you have a favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene would have to be probably early on between Rachel and her husband. It's a flashback, and it's them in the car, and it's a moment in time that kind of changes everything. And what I love about it is that it really shows who Rachel was and how it changed her to become who she is today. There's just so much happening in the game that it's just a moment where it's just really kind of stripped down and one-on-one, and I think it's a really beautiful scene.
What is it?
The guy who served me, I don't know, he was looking at me pretty strange.
My sole objective, Rach, is to make you happy. Doesn't matter where we are or what we're going through, I'll always put a smile on your face. See? I told you.
So how do you get into that? Because I feel like, it's sometimes it's such a sudden change from one scene to the next. So how do you kind of really get into that moment so quickly?
I think how we've done it is that we would start off with the earlier stuff. So it's kind of like you're building to the bigger pieces. And usually the end of the day, we'll have the biggest stuff, whether that's us screaming and fighting, because it obviously drains us and our vocals. So, they know to kind of have us do the whole action stuff at the very end of the day.
They're breaking through the perimeter.
You got any bright ideas? Now's the time.
Really odd to be okay, now we're going to be sweet, now we're going to be screaming.
It's
and
hard
then
to
you're
go
gonna be dying,
backwards.
And then you're going to be back alive again, and this is a touching moment, and you're going to die. Yeah, and the first time is going to be a strange experience, kind of going off on your own and acting out that kind of separate.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting process to watch, and it's different from anything I've ever done.
Is it hard to navigate doorways with the camera on? Do you find
Oh, no, I take them off right away.
Okay.
Anytime I can get a break, because it is a heavy thing, and so it's just most of the time I'm sitting on the couch with it holding the helmet up, because it's it's like a weight on your head. So it's pretty crazy.
It's expensive equipment. You don't want to bang it on a door frame.
No.
Well, now that they've got you in the game, they can put you in anything.
I know. I'm so excited because I've never been able to play something like this.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. Cool.
Thank you.
That was interesting. Behind the scenes. Interview with Monster Maker, hell yeah. Let's check this out. Making of the vampire.
The creature has powerful claws and fangs formed from hardened, unidentifiable tissue. 2 of the incisors appear grossly malformed and discolored. Blood is like nothing I've seen.
We always like to base our stories in some sort of real-world truth, a piece of folklore or a piece of mythology. With vampires, obviously, there's so much to choose from cultures all the way around the world. So rather than pick one particular legend, we thought it would be fun to create a monster that ties all of those legends together in some way. So we had an idea for a creature that lives underneath the ground and emerges every few years. Our vampire is actually an alien parasite. It invades a host body.
Well,
the creatures that you see in House of Ashes, the winged demonic creatures, were actually once an intelligent race of cosmic nomads traveling through the stars on this big generation ship. They somehow picked up this alien parasite and it ravaged through their crew, and their ship went out of control and crash landed into prehistoric Earth, where it was buried under the ground in what is now the Zagros Mountains.
Nice, more
Being
explanation.
a parasite, this alien slug needs to find a host body, a living body or a recently dead one. Once it invades that body, it grows inside it, killing the host if host is still alive. And its tendrils reach out into the host's brain and hijack its central nervous system, sort of reanimating it. It then goes on the hunt for blood. It feeds on the adrenaline in blood. So in order to get the adrenaline pumping, it needs to terrify its prey. So it shrieks at them and drags the kill out until the blood is really, really pumping, and then it strikes.
You keep lookout. Fuck!
Lookout for what?
We wanted to show the viewer different forms of the creature and make them think that initially it's a demon, then they think that it's a vampire, and then finally the revelation that it's an alien.
Nice.
So just to explain where the parasites have come to infect some of our game characters, this shows a game character who's going through different stages, is infected, starts to affect the character, and there's a final look from that where the fangs are coming through the skull. So that's one of the developments of how our classic vampire is actually a host. Another example of that is an Akkadian warrior who's been taken over by the parasite, and again the fangs have come through, the vines are poking through the head. This human is now being taken over, his skin is dying, the parasite is trying to grow within. But we progress that into looking at the design on the alien demon, I call it. This had to have very unique elements that came through from the head design. So we've got a very animalistic head here, but also we've got the fangs. These fangs are coming from the parasite that's within, so the fangs are coming through. It's almost deforming the shape of the host.
Oh, shit. The fuck happened to your teeth, buddy?
We refined that further to what is
That's
our
what
final
happened.
head, where the ear is part of the skull and it flexes open. A bit like a frill lizard, where the frill of the canopy comes out, our head is actually moving apart. And we've got illustrations that show that, where the head is dormant and is concealed, but then as it hears and wants to resonate, the skull expands open. And that then allows the creature to hear and pick up on anything within the environment.
With characters, it's always good to base at least some of it on anatomy that we recognise, and that provides a foundation for the vampire. It's bipedal and human in its structure, but we've just changed things, tweaked them, made them a bit more alien. So, for example, the ribs joined together at the sternum to form a rib cage, but we've expanded it out quite a lot, and some of the ribs are fused together to make bony plates. It's just to suggest that it's had a very different evolution from a human. We tried a version with human-style legs, but in the end, we went for a dog-type leg. It just made it more creature-like and more threatening. And we added bird-like talons on the toes, just to give it some natural weapons and make it into a predator. We didn't want to focus too much on bat reference, because we were trying to steer away a bit from the classic bat-like vampire. We did go for 2 sets of bat-like wings. One of the shots in the game is of a vampire jumping down from above, backlit with its wings out in an attack pose. And when we saw that pose, we decided to add an extra set of wings attached at the hip joint. It just really helped that silhouette.
The environment is very interesting because they can use not just the floor, they can fly as well.
They can't walk on the walls, but they've got claws. So imagine something really interesting in a cave where you've got creatures coming towards you, from every angle. I think that visually is something impactful and very interesting to look at, and scary.
One of the interesting parts is the finding of those nuances and details that really bring the character to life. How does it move? How does it behave and act? We had motion capture, and then we had the more traditional computer animation keyframing. On the motion capture side, there were a variety of different setups that we tested. We had arm extensions,
nice.
And then we had various different leg stilts that our creature actor used. But what was apparent when filming this was that it really limited his movement. So in the end, we decided not to use any of that, and he just performed himself. Basically, this gave him the freedom to really express that physicality, acting, and gesture.
They react to sound like bats. They hear you, they hunt you.
The vampires have these head plates, these bony kind of gristly structures on their heads that click and vibrate, kind of like a bat's echolocation. They're used to survey environments and to locate prey.
Like
we went through a lot of different iterations, and we tried a lot of different things. Like I think I sampled keyboards and mouse clicks, and then used a scooter fender and a wet trainer, and it made this organic, clicky, squeaky sound. And then I had a friend of mine in the States take a taser to a bunch of meat and a bunch of like organic material, and it came out a lot more aggressive. It just sounded meaner.
I got something for you.
And then the biggest thing that we had was this little tiny drum and a rod with fishing line in between it. So when you twisted a rod, it made this clicking and popping sound. So that ended up being one of the main tonal layers for it. But none of them quite fit right. But once we put them all together and like layered them all together on top of each other, then it started to actually work as a holistic, organic thing.
Something entirely new to House of Ashes, which is a classic horror movie trope, is the vampire point of view shots, which we use a very wide lens, and we use some perspective distortion on those shots, which helps sell the power and hunger of the vampires as they're chasing the soldiers, and it helps make the soldiers feel very small and very weak. And doing so, it also helps us as the player realise that these vampires are inhuman, and that when we're watching what they're doing, they're bouncing off the walls and they're climbing on the ceilings and flying. At any time in the game, the players could be running through an endless maze of tunnels, and we use very tight shots on these with a lot of handheld, a lot of tilt, again, to emphasise this claustrophobicness and this tension and not being able to see what's chasing them. And it's in complete contrast then to later on in the game where we see these grand environments that they uncover, which could be a temple, a city, or things like that, that we have these wide shots that really sit still and just let the player soak in that environment.
This is the most complex creature that we have ever animated in the studio. But the challenge is more than a challenge, is the fun to do it, because it's not a real creature. You can push it in a way that you can use your imagination to make it more interesting.
We're facing an enemy we know zero about, an enemy of unknown size and their home turf. Sucks to be us.
Like a lot of behind the scenes stuff like this, like very nice. Well done, guys. Supermassive Games. Found a lot of them, but not all of them. There's curator DLC for this. No? there's nothing else. I need either to play Man of Medan to stream for you guys and Little Hope, then Devil in Me. I could play Switchback VR. I do have VR. I just need to buy it back. What about Curator deals? Was it DLC or what? It got installed. Curator's Cut add-on. How do I fucking access it? This is like bonus features. Anyways, it's been a pleasure, ladies and gents. Locklip signing off. Might come back for another game. Not sure which one, but well, I'll try. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.